Welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. We have Azure Beauty Dip Powder Kit. Thank you, Azure Beauty, for sending this over. As with the last one, after I get done showing you guys these, I'm going to do some nails and then I'm going to give it away. So definitely check the description for that form and instructions on how to win. But let's open this up. Alright, so here is the kit, and it did come with instructions and paperwork and extra brushes and all that stuff. It's in the box. But we've got all these beautiful colors, we've got some liquids, we have a buffing block, we've got this little tray, a brush, but I'm not going to use any of these things because I already have my own, no use in opening these up. But we are going to make some swatches of these, and then we're going to use some. And I am going to attempt to do them on this swatch wheel, and I may include this in the box as well. As you guys know, I wear a respirator when I'm doing dip powder, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on. I don't know what I've gotten all over the windshield here.
First color, 17, and they do come sealed, so you'll have to peel that off. Let's actually zoom this in so you can see. And then we're going to put some liquid on here. And then I'm going to do the pour over gently and into this tray. That way I can dump it back in here. And then we'll let that sit for a second so that it can really soak in. I know sometimes if you pour it off quickly, then your liquid will start to come through and you'll need to add more. Alright, so that's been sitting for a few seconds. Let's tap that off. There we go, and now we can pour this back into the container. Alright, that is a nice black. Of course, it'll really take on its color once we add top coat. Alright, the next one is called 22. Looks like just a nice white. And then same thing, we'll let that sit a moment before I knock it off. If I could keep it in the middle of the screen, that'd be cool. Looking good so far, and I'm going to wait until after to dust them all off. The next one we'll look at is 46. It is this lovely purple. All of these colors are really perfect for the springtime. Oops, I poured out a little extra on this one, but that's okay. We're tapping it so it can fall down the edges because you can kind of see where it was trying to soak through there. Looking good so far. Now, if it gets on the others, I'm not concerned because I haven't dusted these, so that should all dust off. Next, we have 126. This one is a beautiful pastel-y green. Looking good so far. Next, we'll look at 153. This one is a glittery blue. It looks like it's got some reflective glitters in there and a few little purple sparkles as well. Boy, that kind of bounced everywhere, and the glitter seems to be trying to pour off of the acrylic. That's interesting. I wonder how it's going to come out. That one, I don't think we're going to be able to see what it looks like until we get that dusted off, and I'm suspecting it's definitely going to need 2 coats. Most of these I am only doing 1 coat for swatching purposes, but that one I might have to do 2. Alright, 223. This one's a nice peachy orange. Alright, that one's looking good. The creams really work well with the pour over method, but I don't think glitters work with pour over as well. They may be better with a dip so you can push straight into it. 290. This one looks like it's going to be a bright red. Ooh, that one's a bit of a splatterer too. And look at that liquid just seep through there. Some of these colors are just super pigmented. Look, that red kind of stains my tray. 432. This one's another nice purple, more of a lavender. Try not to go too heavy on the dip liquids, because the more that's on here, the more it's going to soak up that powder. Boy, I try to pour it on there lightly, but it doesn't always come out that way. 456. Oh, this is a little shimmery pink. It's not a glitter per se, but it does have reflective glitter in it. Very pretty. Yes, loving that. $4.68. Ooh, this is a more vibrant purple. That one stained a little bit too. Look at all these beautiful colors we've got so far. $4.87. Yes, that is a vibrant blue. I love that color. $5.65. So this one is a light green, kind of neon-y. How cute is that? $5.66. All right, so it looks like we've got ourselves a glittery gray or silver. I suspect this one is going to behave like that blue one with the glitter trying to separate because we're not dipping, but we can't dip a wheel. The acrylic stayed, but we didn't get much of the glitter. $5.75. All right, we got us a bright bubblegummy type pink here. Yeah, that looks nice. I am going to suggest that if you are going to wear these, you always do at least 2 coats because they do need the second coat for opaqueness. $5.82. Well, look at that. That's like a fuchsia. How pretty. I bet that one's gonna stain too. It's just so pigmented. $5.87. Okay, so this one looks like a cream or a nude, and it's got the same type of glitter in it as that pink that we looked at earlier, a little bit reflective, and some of them in here are pink. How pretty. That looks like it is going to be stunning. It looks like the glitters didn't stick that well. It seems to be acting more like that blue and that silver we had earlier. The base stayed, but those colors, the glitters kind of fell off in here, so this is probably one you want to dip down into. $5.91. This one looks like it's going to be kind of a bright orangey yellow. That's pretty cute. We're almost done. $5.92. This one's more of a dusty blue. $5.93. All right, this one looks like it's a nudie cream. Yeah, that's a nice nude color. Last one, $5.94. That is a vibrant purpley, pinky, magenta type color. All right, so we have completed the wheel. Let's dust these things off. Okay, so what do you think of this color palette? I really like it. I think these are great colors for the season. So it is perfect. Make sure you do enter. You have to be in the continental US though for shipping, or at least have a US address. But definitely follow the rules down below. And leave in the comments which of these colors is your favorite. If you have the color number, you can put that down there, or you can just describe it. Which one do you love? All right, so $5.75 and $4.56. These are the pinks. One has glitter, one does not, but these are the ones I'm going to work with today. And you may remember this gadget from a Nail Gadgets video. It's a dip powder pen. So we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna use the cream in here. I'm gonna actually dip into the glittery one, but let me get this thing out. So here's what you get. This is the tray, and this is the pen. It's got a brush on this end that is quite soft for brushing off your nails. There's a button here. When it's full, you push that button down and the product will come out. You can sit it here, you can put your finger here. We're gonna try it. So let's take this cream shade and load it in here. All right, so it looks like the back screws off. Let's see if I can get it in here without making a horrible mess. A funnel would make this easier. All right, it looks like that little container nearly filled the whole pen, so it's perfect size. Powder brush pen. And then as I empty it into here, I can pour it back into this. Let's actually push the button and do us a little test and see. It does come out. Look at that. How neat. Okay, so I'm gonna put my base on and then I'm gonna move this over because I don't think I can get it on well if my hand is right here, because that might be obstructive. Or if I potentially do it like that, maybe. I don't know. We'll just do it like this and then we'll pull that over. Alright, so we've got that one nice and juiced up. Let's use our pen. Push the button, it squirts out. We want to make sure we get all these wet spots covered. And we have, let me move this out the way so you can see. I should have zoomed it in before, but maybe I will in post. So yeah, we've got that on there and we'll tap it off. Looks like we've got a good coating. We will do a second round, of course, but let's do the next nail. Alright, I got it good and coated. You do want to make sure you're kind of rolling it around so you can get all the sides. Okay, yep. And then we just pour this back in here. Let's do this guy. I'm not sure that I would say that this device makes it neater because it's still kind of everywhere, but I do like it. And I like that without the dipping, it's not like caking your liquid up. Those look pretty good. Okay, so we'll set that to the side, and then we're gonna do this one, which is the glitter one, and we do have to dip. And to make it easier, I am gonna go ahead and pour this in here so that I can get at it. It's a little bit hard to reach when it's in the containers and you have longer nails. All right, yes, that's a good dip. Let's do the same for the thumb. Very beautiful. I'm gonna give this a minute and we're gonna dust them off and then we're gonna do the second pass. Okay, let's dust. Very, very cute. We're gonna go and do our second layer of the glitter before we go back to the powder pink, just because I've already got it in that tray and it'll be easier. Yes. And the thumb. The thumb is the hardest for me because I shake. And I didn't always used to do this, but now I do, and I don't know what to do about it. So I just try to work through it. Very pretty. I'm gonna leave that in the tray just in case I decide to do a third dip, but let's go back to this other pink. I accidentally got a little bit on my finger, so I will have to clean that up. Make sure we get all these sides good. Wonderful. I hate that you can't see well when I'm doing this because I kind of have to hold it above. Looking good though. Let's get us another finger. You know, this pen could be handy if you have like control issues and you're always over pouring because it really only lets you let a little bit out at a time. Alright, and we'll let this sit and then we'll dust it and check and see if we want to do another layer. Alright, let's have a look. I just realized I was using this brush that I had sitting over here. Completely forgot about this one. This big, soft, fluffy one. Alright, let's assess. So, I think the coverage is actually pretty good. I don't think we need to do another layer. I missed some over here. These got a little bit fat when pushing them in, but I'm going to shape that up with a file. So let's go ahead and activate. Now you always want to use your activator generously. It really does need quite a bit to work effectively, and you can always add more. It's not going to hurt anything, but you definitely don't want to have not enough. I'm starting to be able to smell this through my respirator, so I wonder if my filters are getting full. I really do not want to have dip flu. I'm going to do a second layer of activator just to make sure I get it really good. Okay, now you've got to let this stuff dry for a little while. If you go to filing now, it's just going to crumble up. So I'm going to let this dry and then I'll come back.
Alright, so I was just trying to clean this up, and there's not really a good way to get in here. So I think this is gonna have to get cleaned up by going in water. But it is able to come apart into several pieces. So you can dump it out, but like, that really is gonna need a better cleaning than what these brushes are able to provide, because you just can't really get in there well. So I'm gonna have to clean this in the sink. I've folded my paper towel over because it is just full of powder. But I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna try and clean up the edges of these and shape them up. I'm gonna do it off camera though, because I need to be able to see what I'm doing, and my cuticles are already kind of messed up. Okay, so we've got it, you know, filed and shaped up. I did knock a little chunk out here. So this is ready for top coat. I am gonna have to put the mask back on though, so that I don't breathe it.
All right, I am ready to go. Let's get that top coat on. How beautiful is that? I really like that sparkly one. Stunning. And we'll give those a moment to dry. Wouldn't it be nice if they stayed just as shiny as they are? Because that is so cute. I do wish the pink, these pinks, were more of a similar shade to these pinks, but really it is okay. I'll be right back though, without the respirator, and we'll finish up here.
All right, so let's wrap this up. Azure Beauty Dip Powder Kit. Thank you, Azure Beauty, for sending this over. Make sure you are entering below if you want to win this. What do you think of the nails? They are dry, mostly. A little bit sticky. They could probably use a little more drying. Anyway, I think they're pretty cute. I'm not going to get any separate photos because we really don't need any. It's a pretty simple, plain design. Definitely you could recreate or achieve a similar one with the other looks. I think it gives it a little something, and I just really like this one. It is sheer, so if you wanted to, you could put it on top of another color just to make it even more special. Please make sure you are liking this video, especially if you did like it, and leave me a comment. Let me know which one's your favorite. Let me know, do you like the colors I chose to use? And let me know if you entered. I'll see you on the entry form, of course, but let me know anyway. And please make sure you are subscribed so you're not missing my videos. You want to make sure that you are here, especially when we're doing giveaways, because you just never know when they're gonna happen. But thank you again for all of your interaction. I definitely do appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.